I don't know. So that's a low for me. So
All right. Well, that's all the stuff I have.
Okay. I said 75 minutes and we have been talking and I love it. So I'm gonna hold you guys to it, okay? The whole point of this, and I put it in the TikTok, so we have to do it. Guys, I want to know who are the 4 best people to ever win the King of the Ring tournament, with it just being this weekend now. We don't have to go into any lengthy details or discussions about them, but I'm curious to know because it's been such a hot topic the last week. We can go in whatever order we want to. Bo, your hand went up first. Do you have your list ready?
I got my list ready, buddy.
All right. Who's on your Mount Rushmore King of the Ring?
I'm going lowest to highest.
All right. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Heard.
Yes. William Regal.
Good pick.
Owen Hart. Booker T. Kurt Angle.
It's a solid 4. Solid 4. Cam.
I'm gonna say Stone Cold. I'm gonna say I think Triple H won 1 year. I think
He won in '97.
He was still Hunter. He was still Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I think at that
Correct.
time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Stone Cold, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and then I'm gonna go King Booker, and then I'll go William Regal.
Great picks, Ricky.
Can we include Queens? I mean, I know there's only 2, but we can.
You can put them if you want to put Zelina or Nia on your list. You absolutely can for being the first 2 women to do it.
I'm putting Zelina because she was funny as shit as Queen Zelina. Zelina, she was.
Was she?
She was. Nobody can go from Puerto Rican New York accent to regal English accent in the same promo.
And it was awesome.
Like Booker.
Booker did a good
You went
job.
from sucker to doing all
Yeah.
this or whatever. Like, whoa.
Booker's there too as well. I'm also gonna give it to the Macho King, Randy Savage, and I'm also going to give it to, just because it was really ridiculous to see him get carried around a lot, King Mabel.
Dude, King Mabel gets a lot of heat, but he did something right. Big Daddy V, right?
Yeah, Viscera too.
Absolutely. Cam, did you go?
Yeah, I went.
Cam went, Ricky went, Bo went. My 4. I've got Austin in the 1 spot because I feel like him winning in '96 was the catalyst and the kickstart to the Attitude Era. I feel like that was a lot of people put it in that '96 and '97 range. I really think him starting in '96 with the Austin 316 stuff was kind of that kicking point. That's where they say the cusp is, like the end of the golden era going into the Attitude Era. Like it was Austin's promo was that cusp.
Mm-hmm.
Second was Macho Man, because I think he had the best gimmick for the Macho King. Like he was the guy that had the absolute best Macho King gimmick. 3 is Booker T, because he was the second best person to play the King gimmick behind Macho King. So Austin, Macho Man, Booker T. And then the sleeper in that 4th spot, I put Kurt Angle in my list too, because of my endearing redheaded co-host. I had been sleeping on a lot of Kurt Angle stuff. I was never a big Kurt Angle guy when I was younger anyways. Going back and rewatching his work now, I brought up the Shane O'Mac match at King of the Ring 2000 against Kurt Angle. Phenomenal fucking match. So I put Kurt Angle up there. Go ahead, Bo.
That's the year he won King of the Ring. He wrestled twice that night.
You're the man. Al, you got a list for us?
I'm just gonna pull one out of my ass. Because honestly, I haven't really seen a lot of the King of the Ring stuff. So my list is based upon how much I like the person.
Fair.
So in the number 1 spot, we're gonna put Randy Savage. Because
Macho King.
Number 2, I'm gonna put Booker T, because who doesn't kind of love Booker T?
Truth. What's up, Just? Thanks for checking in on YouTube.
Number 3, I'm gonna put Edge, because I love Edge, and fuck it, who cares? It's my list. I do what I want. And number 4, I'm gonna do, just because I love him with my whole heart, Xavier Woods. I'm sure that's the worst King choice ever, because they didn't fucking do anything with it. But
Yeah.
He was funny as King.
I
so.
loved the Hand of the King thing and coming out with like the scrolls and the pamphlets and stuff. Like all of that was fantastic.
Yeah.
King Billy Gunn can kiss my royal ass. I did a show the other night for Wreckage, and we were talking about our least favorite kings, and I was like, Billy Gunn, because even in 1999, like 14-year-old Will was like, what fucking sense does this make to make Billy Gunn the king of the ring? Like, what the hell?
The
Like,
king of moonsaults.
yeah.
Shooting star presses.
All right, guys, we did it. We made it. Just like every good wrestling match, though, we didn't hit our times tonight. I usually run a tighter ship, but the conversation was too good to cut you guys off. I love every single one of you. This is where we shut up, though. We're going to plug ourselves so we can land this plane. King Ricky, lead us off. Tell everybody what's going on at Kings of the Rings.
Yes, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is King Ricky Rose, your host of Kings of the Rings podcast and general manager of Wrestle Addict Radio. You can find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social media outlets. Like, share, subscribe, leave 5-star reviews. We do have a live episode coming out tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time, featuring V. Will Gray of Botched Spots and Chair Shots podcast and Rivet City Radio. So Will Gray will be joining me tomorrow night on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, along with, I believe, my other co-host Kayfabe, because my other Will, who I really don't care about, don't tell him, is away. So I have the right Will with me this time as well. Wrestle Addict Radio is also home to not only Kings of the Rings podcast, but also the Fretzelmania podcast, the Young Lions Perspective podcast, and the Brace for Impact Wrestling podcast, where I believe he is reviewing along with Mr. Fretzelmania. I think they're doing Turning Point from like 2008. They're reviewing tomorrow from TNA as well. So that's coming out. That'll be out by midnight tonight on the East Coast. Find Wrestle Addict Radio at addict_wrestle on Twitter, because someone stole Wrestle Addict Radio from Twitter. Fuck them. And at Wrestle Addict Radio everywhere else across social media. You can find me personally at Ambassador Biggs, BIGZ, Ambassador Biggs, across all social media outlets: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, some people's DMs, less people's text messages. King Ricky Rose at Ambassador Biggs.
I love you, Ricky.
Love you too, buddy.
Cam, you're up.
Well, you can find me here in the next couple of hours, right here on Rivet City Radio with the table spot after Monday Night Raw with Mike and Sean. And of course, you can find me right here every single Wednesday night with The Boom after AEW Dynamite. And then you can find me on our sister page on Off the Top Media every single Friday night with Friday Night Review with Scows and our ever revolving door, the third or fourth person that we have on the show, Jamie or whoever decides to pop up. And then on the socials, you can find me on TikTok at Cam's Wrestling Corner. Call me Cam G, and of course, Cam's Squared Circle Mania. You can find me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at Cam and Cheese 317. And if that does not sizzle your bacon, you can find me on Instagram at 317 Bacon, Eggs, and Cam.
Why do you look so confused, Al?
No, I'm just mildly horrified by something I just found on Facebook.
What did you find on Facebook?
So,
Curious.
there's a women's wrestling promotion here in Tennessee called Custom Vixens, where you pay these women to perform a wrestling match that goes exactly the way that you want it to. So you book the match. For 5 minutes, it's $100, but with a fetish, it's $125.
You know what this is? This is that Japanese in your apartment wrestling shit that Kenny Omega used to do, where you could book women to come in and wrestle in your apartment.
Well, no, they only send videos.
Oh no, he used to do this thing in Japan where he would book women to go to your apartment and wrestle in your apartment in front of you.
I don't like Kenny Omega.
Like we should try to interview somebody from that promotion.
Hannah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hannah runs it?
No, but she's done it.
Oh, good God! I'm gonna message Mama Hannah.
That is an interesting.
They're based out of Chattanooga. It's a 423.
I wonder if we could get them on the show, guys. Bo, you're up. As you put mashed potatoes in your mouth.
Sorry, I'm just like flabbergasted by the fact that like how fucking cringe this is.
We don't yuck any yums around here.
Well, there's no segue from that. So
So
I'm anywhere.
story of this episode, man.
Yeah, I'm anywhere and everywhere. Tomorrow night, Off the Top Media for NXT on tap. Anywhere else, follow me on Twitter, Jaxpo 2020. Hit the link tree, you can find everything there.
Al.
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at justagirl918. I have a new figure I kind of want to find. This one's gonna be really difficult. I would like a Ryback.
Not going to be difficult at all. I will find it.
Because
Oh, we
I
got him in
want to
spades.
start, when I do the Ryback moment, I want to start filming my figure with the sound of his TikTok.
Oh my God, do stop motion animation, please.
Yeah, with the TikToks, yeah.
Yes, please.
Jesus.
That would be
Next level
hilarious.
Ryback moment.
Yes.
So, if anybody has a Ryback there wanting to donate or can find me one that's not expensive,
Shouldn't forget
Um,
it's all of them.
I will be opening it.
Making a
this evening.
TikTok. Like
So-
the one you what was the one your solo that you opened where you like
Because the package wouldn't open. Anyway.
All right, I'll make it short and sweet then since it's my turn. Remember to follow us anywhere you do anything on the internet, Instagram, Facebook, iHeartRadio, Google, Spotify, literally Stitcher, if that's still around. Like, you have all the options. There's a couple links in the description on YouTube and Discord. The first one is Discord link. That's a link to all the producers and hosts and all those things on Rivet City Radio and Off the Top for our Discord link. The other one is our merch link. You can get everything from hats and shirts and, fanny packs to boxers with Bo's face on them, whatever you need. There are two things that are super important. The first being Amazon Prime. I mentioned it earlier. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a Prime Gaming subscription. With that Prime Gaming subscription, you can give it to any Twitch streamer. That's us, that's Off the Top, that's Creation World, that's She Elite, that's Boyfriend Time, or Kings of the Rings, or the Wolfpack podcast. Just give it to any of my friends. Just don't let it go back to Amazon because Jeff Bezos has too much money. Patreon.com/Rivet City Radio is the lifeblood of the network. You get ad-free playback, Up and Smoke Cinema Club watch-alongs. Eventually, me and Jax will probably do one. The Delicious as Fuck cookbook, articles, news, all of those things. Guys, gals, she's, theys. What do we got going on? Anybody got anything for the class?
Nope.
The link to custom Vixens Wrestling is in the
Wow. No free shout-outs.
No, because if I have to see it, y'all have to see it.
No free shout-outs, but, go check out Custom Vixen Wrestling, apparently. Anything for the class, guys?
No, I'm good.
Well, now as we close another episode of Botched Spots and Chair Shots, we'll take a minute. Thank you for listening. Remind you to go wherever you do anything on the internet, like, follow, subscribe, unsubscribe, and subscribe again. Leave a comment telling me that we're going to be on Kings of the Ring tomorrow night and Trivia's on Thursday, or that Cam has the best beard and wrestle talk. Either way, it helps the algorithm and it helps find new listeners. If you're feeling really generous, be one of the VIP people, head over to patreon.com and donate to the Rivet City Radio Podcast Network. You get some fantastic swag. We get some fantastic guests. It's a win-win for King Ricky Rose, for the beard Cam G, for everybody's favorite Ginger Ninja Jaxbo, and for the boss bitch Al. I am the Will Gray. Thanks for stopping by and listening, my people.
Bye.